Angel Rosales bought my bus. Thank you, Angel. You are my angel. Good day, everyone, and it is Mr. Value here, and today, City Bus Manager 2.0.21, full release of the game recently. We're just going to go straight to it with Mr. Value's Valley Transit. We are going to see what we can do. We've still got our fuel shortage happening. Very poor rating of 2.9 out of 5. But we're almost there. We just need a 3.1 to actually get some trophies and go from there. Now, it is early morning. Apparently, the quantities of individuals out here should be as realistic as possible at this point. Just play through. You see, this guy's behind. And it looks like these two are following each other. One is finishing their run. The other one was starting. So it's not terrible. It does look like, however, that they can get behind decently quick coming up this highway here. But time do tell. In the meantime, what's going on here? Dear sir or madam, there is a change to the steam mill timetable. Can you please follow the timetable? So it's going to be 120 instead of every 90. And the rush is going to be 90 instead of 60. So it's just a little less happening on the steam mill side of things. I think that's just because they are not doing too well as an overall. Let's have a look at the statistics. Oh, this has changed. This has changed. So this is based on... We're going to pause the background here. This is based on trends. So the amount of passengers per day. If we go to Steam Mill, we're going to see that we started on day 7. But then it's been on a slight decline. And mind you, day 10 is Wednesday. We started on a Sunday. Yeah, that's a Sunday. So, like, yeah, we're not doing great. But it's not terrible either. Revenue-wise, it's set. It's a set amount. The average delay is not terrible. But the utilization is the key. This is the biggest statistic. 5% yesterday. 5%. So something needs to happen. I don't know what at this point, because I've adjusted it once already. And it just looks like it's getting used less and less. Now, overall utilization, 22% yesterday. As an overall, we're looking at probably about that, maybe a little more, about 23, 24%. I wish it had the average line going across as well, but hey, mathematics. One of our most popular ones, the North Kentville Run, did have a big day last Saturday. I think Saturday is going to be a big day. We will see how that one goes. The fulfil, pretty good as well. And the Coldbrook, we started it a couple of days ago. It has taken off drastically. So we're doing good on that route. The Billtown, not great. That's one of our contract ones. The Sheffield Mills one's doing okay. So utilization, it is what it is. This is where we can see a lot. We started the Berwick yesterday morning, and we're sitting at still a loss. So I might not be able to do that route the way I'm doing it. I might have to bring it down into and include other areas. But for now, everybody else is making some sort of profit. Our biggest profit, the breadwinner, if you will, North Kentville. All right, guys, so I'm just going to take a look here quickly at our friendly levels of stress. Because we all know how that affects people. So bus driver, driving heavily. Driver, a little bit stress, a little bit of stress, a little bit of stress. We have 19 drivers. And we have probably that in buses out on the road at any given time. So I'm going to hire a few drivers, because it doesn't hurt to have drivers on the team. Gabriela Serrano. But no one else has skill. You have a decent amount. You'll work. Andrew Edwards. But outside of that, that's all I'm hiring for now. I can't just hire people to hire people. I need decent people. People that are friendly. So we will work with what we have going in that regard. So one area in which that we haven't expanded to yet is the canning region. Now, there's quite a bit going on right in this area here, be it the high school, elementary school, center of town. Outside of that, really not much happening. But if we bring it down this way, we've got a few buildings here. We've got some stuff here. We got a decent amount heading through here, including another elementary school. Bring it down through to Wolfville. We could bring it through to New Minas. And I think population-wise, that would be great, probably. But I want to see the true numbers out of this region, which is probably not going to be a heckin' lot. But we're going to give it a try. We've got enough buses. We don't need an excessive amount of timeline. I'm just going to view the timetable because it has been a little bit. So it starts at 6 and goes to 22 on the weekdays. 7 to 21 on the weekends. Perfect. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We're going to create our own route. If I could type, there we go, canning. And we're not going to start up here because, well, actually, yeah, we will. Decisions. So for this one, the central point of interest, if you will, is going to be here and over here. And where to put exactly when you're doing a loop route like this, but you want to start where that loop is, you're going to have to find an area in which you can do that loop. Unlike the Berwick one where we're doing the loop twice, but to do the loop once. And I'll show you a neat little trick. But first we're going to start here, down by where DeGraff's is. It's not on the map, but DeGraff's is down there. Put a stop there, stop over here, come up this way. And that covers the center of town. Next stop we're going to do, it's going to be a waypoint here. Actually, I'm going to do that over a little more. A waypoint here. Stop in front of the Northeast Kings Educational Center. I'm going to bring another one over here. Bring that back there. And I am going to add another stop in here. And a waypoint. Oh, I can't. Yeah, that goes up there. A waypoint this way. That way it just kind of makes a little more sense. It loops here, comes down. Then we're going to come down this way through Kennard. That's Kennard, yeah? Kennard. St. John's Anglican Church, just by Church Street. You got a few spots in the Port Williams area in which we can have a decent amount of stops. We're going to bring it down this way. We're actually going to loop, if you will, at the school here. Have a stop over here. Does a perfect loop there. Perfect. Perfect. And then we're just going to meet with the rest of the stops here. We're not going to go up there, though. We're just going to have a stop down here. And finish right there. And that's going to be the inbound trip for the canning run, and outbound, we're gonna waypoint over here. Doesn't quite do what I want it to, so I gotta do another waypoint over here. Perfect. And just, again, creating that loop, creating the realistic feel that is, you know, driving on roads in real life. Back up here, we're gonna do the exact same thing backwards to an extent. Up through Port Williams. It's hard to see that orange. Let me change the color. Hold on. Oh, you have access to the full rainbow. Finally. Finally. We are going to do this one just a very dark color, just so I can see. Not saying I'm blind, but just so I can see what I'm doing, because I'm not the greatest at this stuff. Me and computer screens have never gotten along. So we're going to finish here. This is going to be our main terminus. But then what we're going to do when we build the timetable is we're going to build a final loop at the end of the day. First things first, we are going to rename this stop Canning Terminal. And we are going to give it seats, because why not? Invest in it. Invest in the good spots. And we're going to confirm, we're going to see that it's telling us next to nothing is going to happen. And that's probably true. What we're going to do is we're going to go vaguely. That made it worse, didn't it? Yeah, we're just going to do... Gonna do this here. We're gonna go 6 to 22 Monday to Friday. MF route. Use with that as you will. So the first loop takes 9-ish minutes. We're going to enforce a small buffer, not a large buffer, to 12. Bring it down into fulfil. We're going to buffer that. 35 should be okay. Bring it back up to the canning area is 56. We can live with that. Give it a 2-minute buffer. Doesn't mean anything when it comes to up there. Landmark East does not need a destination, but those two do. So that's going to be our standard. And what we're going to do is we are going to create a MF last run. And this is going to be strictly, you can add times as well, not just the intervals. But we are going to create a final, actually we're going to do this one at 22. I'm going to turn this down to 21, just so that this final loop happens at 22, etc., etc. We're literally going to modify the stops and turn off everything after the loop. And the hopes is that final run just comes off the same bus that's flowing through there. Now on day 1 it will. But will it on day 2 is the question. Time will tell on that, and I'm going to want to try to keep an eye open for that, because if it doesn't, then I need the modifier. I need to be able to do that stuff myself. Yeah, we'll leave it at 9 minutes. And the destination being there. Easy peasy. So now when we look at the timetable, easy, it's the 1-hour trip. And then we have this lovely final route right here. The final loop. And we'll do the same for the weekend. And this one's going to be every 2 hours because it's not necessary otherwise. 7 to 21. It'll still give us that 21. Actually, we can just do this as last run entirely because that's the way it's going to end up. And then copy, paste, fix the destinations. Let's have a look. So, yeah, Monday, Saturday, same thing. It comes up 2100. Saturday, though, you almost have to have that loop afterwards. So actually, that's what we're going to do. This is complex. This is where the complexity of my mind gets me every time. We're going to copy this. Going to paste it here. This is going to be the SS after loop. Random names, I know, but it works, but it works, but it works. Every 2 hours. And this is going to start on the 8 and go to the 22. Does that work? Yes, because then it gets here, does the loop, doesn't start a full round again. Okay, perfect. On the schedule, that probably looks horrible. People probably hate it. People will hate it. But it is what it is. We need to do this to be able to maintain people coming back into town. If not, it's just pointless. Pointless. All right. I think that's good for that. So we're going to do that. It's going to come out of the depot. You can have additional depots. I think it's an unlockable. I don't remember right off the top of my head. There's no point in such a small region to have another one. That being said, if I was to expand beyond what is logical for this area, it would probably make sense. And in a future game, I might. But for now, everything's just going to be assigned to depot because that's what we've got. We're going to activate now. And, well, 1440, so 2 hours from now. Don't know what it's going to do. Just give it a nice bus. Give it a nice bus. Let's do a little trip around. See how we do. 2, 4. I was hoping to say it's 2, 4, 6, 8, but 2, 4, 7, 8. Over to the school. Someone got off at the school. Double digis on the first run. We love it. Just take a little trip down through the port. What used to be a well-known busy port in the Nova Scotia region, specifically for the Valley. But now with everyday our society these days, everything just comes through Halifax. Decent inbound trip. I mean, it is afternoon. Gonna take the loop back around. We got 3 heading back that way. All of them got off there. Okay. It's a short little trip for them. I don't think we're gonna hit double digits on the way back on the first run, because it's more people in Canning, not people going to Canning. Canning's kind of one of those things. You live there, you work elsewhere, but there's the odd chance it's the other way around. Pretty good stuff. That first run will now be in our statistics. So we are going to show tour details. Almost a profit on our first run. 38 passengers in total. Utilization was absolute dog trash. But that being said, these statistics, I guess, don't show up until the end of the day. Learning with you guys. I was at the service center today and didn't even have to wait in line. Top. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, we've got damage. What's happening? Oh. Are you worth it? How much your mileage? Jeez. Can I just sell you for cheap? Hold on, hold on. You know what? Can I sell you for 12? Just get it out of here. No wonder it's on fire. Valley Community Learning Association. Let's see, what do you happening? 80 people? Okay, I can handle 80 people. I have buses big enough for 80 people. Sitting? No, but some will have to stand. It is what it is. We are going on an excursion to Prescott House Museum. Oh, I've been there. It's a nice little place. It's in Port. Got a story. A little bit of a story about Port Williams after, by the way. On Friday, and would like to go by bus, so that's literally tomorrow. Leave at 10 a.m., spend 5 hours there. Must be big enough. 3,200 for a 2-trip. I don't know if that's good. I don't know what they pay in real life, but Valley Community Learning Association. We are going to place the stop here on Justice Way. And if you go along Belcher, the Prescott House Museum is way over here. And you'll see here, like, this is the Port Williams area. You just got to, like, continue along. It's quite a ways away. It's almost into the water. Actually, what I'm going to do as well, I don't know. I aesthetics of a route, it's got to be pleasing. So we're just going to go that way. And then on the way back, because you still got to plan the return trip. Call it a day. There we go. Easy. We're going to confirm it. We're going to do that in tomorrow's day. Don't understand how you can be positive. Well, some people don't have a choice. Is that a good answer? I don't think so. But anyway. Anyway. So, today's doing okay. We're over 30,000. I mean, we've gained 6,000 since I started talking to you guys about the canning route. So we're doing all right. Up to a 3.0 rating. We're doing okay. We just need 0.1 stars. Mario, help us out, please. Received an offer. We received an offer. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, I mean, that's low. I did pay 11 something. I'm only asking for a little bit more. They don't see that, but it does have engine issues, but only the engine issues. I can do better than that. We can do better than that. Why is my package still sitting? Do I not have space? Anybody need minor repairs that can be done? Yeah, let's change your brake pads. There we go. Change brake pads on the Lion City A21. And then it's done. What's done is done. Just gonna do the daily maintenance on these buses. Oh, are you serious? You're telling me there's more? Alright, well let's just... I don't know how much more we have. But let's add a package shelf. We're going to add it to this wall, so making things fun. But we're going to do what we're going to do. This is the problem with not having it automatic, is how do you know when one's been actually done? Gas station attendant has been achieved. 500 refuels. That's combined between all my games, mind you. Because, trust me, it hasn't happened 500 times in this one alone. As some of you may remember, I did have another region that I started in, and then life happened. As life usually does. Another offer received. 11010. I will take that. Goodbye. Hey, they travel out now. Angel Rosales bought my bus. Thank you, Angel. You are my angel. Alright. Well, that means I can buy another bus now. I have a decent amount of money. He bought it for 11, and I'm already up to 49. So let's quickly buy a new bus. Or, well, let's go used. I like used. I don't mind used. You're in decent condition. You're not asking for a heckin' lot. Does not have an air conditioner, so it will need an air conditioner. Brake pads. I can live with this one. See if I can get 11.4. Accept. Beautiful. Assign you to the parking space of the old one. Get you a fuel. Get you a cleanliness on inside, outside, etc. It's a tough one because I really if I waited an extra day. If I had only waited an extra day, I could have fueled you for less. But that's fine. I got to fuel everybody anyways. Fuel costs are insane. Okay, well, you just backed over a bus, but okay. Alright. I'm going to slow things down here because this is intense. Guys, I need trophies. Somebody help me out. Time to progress, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so this guy's ready for his tires, brake pads, V-belt. And then we're going to upgrade. It's only this bus that needs an air conditioner, so we're going to do that as well. Stress that mechanic out a little bit. Let's listen in on the fixins. Where did he disappear to? Oh, there he is. That's some excellent work right there. He's stressed? Yeah, he's stressing. And he's going to be stressed by the time he's done here. One more part to replace. Always replacing the part in the same spot. Fantastic. Almost finished. Thank you, Anna Gomez, for your fantastic work mechanicking this bus. And just like that, drives the bus out. Now this is the one part that I'm interested to see. Do they get out and then go back in? Yep. Out. Gone to do something. Going to grab something to drink. Drinking. Now is coming back. And is going to air condition that bus. So I found this one interesting. Dear Sir or Madam, the passenger volume of the Sheffield Mills is not what we originally expected. Therefore, the changes to the timetable are necessary, which we kindly ask you to take this into account starting tomorrow. Yours sincerely, Sheffield Mills. Monday to Friday, start an hour earlier, end an hour later. Now, what you're telling me is there's more than what you expected? Or less? Because I'm confused. You keep adding on. But are you like expanding your times in hopes for the best? Let's take a look at this for a second. Let's just strictly the Sheffield Mills. Okay. 771 passengers. Busiest day so far. So like it started off slow. I made one adjustment and it spiked. Revenue, well, stays the same. It did go down, then it went up. Like this is because when they make adjustments, it affects our revenue. Not bad on the delay, and the utilization isn't terrible, but it spiked the moment we switched it. Because before it just went straight through into New Minas, as now it goes through Kentville, or vice versa. I don't remember how it went, but there's a lot more usage of it now. Also, I have assigned the charter trip for the Valley Community Learning Center. It is in about an hour, so we're going to watch as people go to the Prescott House Museum. I promised you a little story about Port Williams. For those that didn't know, Port Williams has a very strong story with regards to the First World War. And in sad notions, but the last person that died in the First World War was a resident of Port Williams, Nova Scotia. A little bit of history for you today. Saddening history, mind you, but history nonetheless. Here we are. We are waiting for our 80 people. We are using our largest bus currently so that we can make sure there are as many seats as possible for those traveling to the Prescott House Museum. There we are, 80 passengers. And we're gonna go zooming up Belcher Street, heading towards port, into port, and it still didn't do the alternate way I asked. Why am I not surprised? Oh well, that's life. Up to 39. I'm literally not fueling any buses today unless it's absolutely necessary. There is a 30-minute wait time in the service. Well, it was 30 minutes. Now it's 10. That's a shame. It's not so bad right now. I may have to redecorate tonight. Wait, is the fuel surcharge gone? Did it literally end while I was talking? So I could have not fueled last night. Then again, some of them were quite low, but still. How rude. Kind of like this guy's comment right here. Mr. Values Valley Transit manages to make riding the bus even more unpleasant than it already is. Okay. Have it your way. Apologize for the inconvenience that my company has put on you. In the meantime, I think this is pretty much all I'm going to be able to accomplish today. It didn't seem like much, but we did another charter run. We're making some money out of it. We're doing okay. Finances are still going up somehow. So the continuous opportunities to expand are happening. And I now am going to take the opportunity after all of this to show you guys in a separate video, learning with you some of the new modes within the game. And that will be released in the next little bit. We're going to take a quick moment to take this phone call from Karim Tunkara. I unfortunately am ill and will be home until Saturday. Please make sure my service employee tasks are covered by someone else. Okay. I'm going to pause for a minute. How many service employees do we have? We have 2. So Teresa needs to get up from resting. Yes. So we still have 2. We have 2 desks, 3 employees. Can manage. It is what it is. Guys, I will see you shortly. Be it in a few days when I show you guys all of the different modes that you can play with in this game. If you don't want to wait for my video to release in a few days and you want to go check it out yourself, feel free. Just like this guy, my workload is quite high. So I will be recording as frequently as I can. No guarantees on how often I'm going to be able to get these videos out. I try to do them every week. Have them out every week. The life has been shifting positively, but timing is of the essence right now, and unfortunately, I'm into replanning how my life will be going with this. So this guy wants a lesser workload. I mean, you're a bus driver. I need to hire more bus drivers, and I will do such at some point. But for now, I do apologize. But I can't do what you want me to do. We will see you on the next one. City Bus Manager, Mr. Values, Valley Transit. Amazing. Just up over 50,000 after buying a bus at that. So, have a fantastic day, you guys, and we will see you on the next one.